We're about to start the consolation match for third, fourth. We got Chris Breath in the booth tonight.
What up, what up?
Let me switch you. This is where you're going to be. You want the little drawing thing?
Always.
Always. So to get it up, if it goes away, because it loves to go away, it's this annotate and draw.
Okay.
You just click interact. Delete. Da-da-da. I'll be here a little while. Make sure you get going.
Anybody else happening tonight, or is it just me?
I think it's just you.
Wow, fancy.
But don't worry, we got some 8-ball matches afterwards. We got to play with the champ.
Oh, yeah, do you
You
now?
guys all ready?
Yeah,
All
we're
set?
live.
Okay.
We're live.
Hang out for a bit. It's
Yeah,
nice to
I'm
have
gonna hang
somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Voices in my head just don't do it anymore, you know? It's
Wow.
except when
come
I'm on the
now.
table, you know? When I'm on the table, those voices, they really start talking to you.
I agree with
So-
that. Coming off Napa 8-ball national champion.
Last week, I still need a nap from that. I gave myself an extra day, and I
All right, here we
should've
go.
grabbed
Lagging
3.
for break.
Yes, we are lagging.
That's a good start. Good
To me,
speed
like
there.
they're going to be pretty similar. All right,
Yeah,
Deb
4-ball
got
takes
it
it,
barely.
All right.
Barely. All right. So
Here
we
we
know
go.
Mandy won last night.
Big win right there.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy though. She may have drawn out pretty far ahead in the beginning, but Daniela didn't go down without a fight. So that was one heck of a match to watch. I only got to
Yeah.
watch half of it.
I thought she was
So-
going to come back and make it a little hill thriller.
Yep.
Win by 2. Could have gone into overtime. Mandy played great. So did Danielle.
Seen a lot of great play just in this whole tournament here.
I remember Deb almost always does that second ball break.
And that's what these tables like right here. Especially when you're racking
Especially
with the,
these two here.
Oh yeah. We get so much play on them, the cloth just starts to
Yeah.
dimple up at the top, so that rack doesn't want to sit tight. So that second ball break takes advantage of any little gaps that you get in the rack.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
too, as you see she didn't get any clusters. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
solid second ball break there.
Well, and that's what you get. Like, she doesn't really try to force the break. She just
No.
she wants the balls to spread, and that's the benefit. If you go with that second ball break and you don't like blast it, those balls will move out. That's one of the breaks I like to use personally. So I much prefer the head ball break. Like, I will admit, I kind of to some degree despise that second ball break, but you kind of have to use it with the tables.
It's
you know,
always my
to make
fallback
it-
if I'm not making a ball.
Yeah. If I'm not making a ball, there's times I just start to work my way inward, and then eventually I just switch to that head ball break. But,
Yeah. I totally get that. Is that Orange Crush?
it is Orange Crush.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
dude. You want one?
Not right now.
Come on, Becker, you know you want one.
I probably will get one eventually. I
Yeah.
didn't know they had it.
It's horrible when you.
I'm
find
never
out it's
hearing
not
that.
It's me treating myself for not spending a ton of the money I made out in Kentucky.
Well, good.
Yeah, I spent a bunch of money when I got back for sure, but I was like, nope, savings is a thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Deb going for the combo here?
Looks like it. That or she might be
Feel-
trying to sneak that 14 ball past. I think she's going for the combo though.
Yeah, but she's hitting it pretty thin, so I'm not sure what her play is here.
Very well played.
She played that great.
Perfect speed. Like combos like that, you can't hit them hard unless you know you have to.
Pocket definitely doesn't want to accept.
Yeah. Well, and that combo didn't need much angle with the 14 coming off. I mean, if you get a thinner combo, then you hit just a little more, you let that 14 come off, but allowing it to just sit in front of the pocket.
She's going top, so where's she bringing this out? Okay. All right, she's got the 9. I'll tell you what, you can pinch draw this here.
Yeah. Or you could
Might
just
be into the 4,
I mean,
but you might miss it, and then you're in trouble.
depending on what angle. I mean, if you could walk that to the pocket, play a bit of pocket
if you can
speed.
roll it forward, that would be
Yeah.
ideal, and you don't get blocked by the 4.
Yeah, and then you take that 12 out to the 10. Oh, she
Okay.
tried to force it.
Yeah, she tried to
under,
force it. It was a weird angle.
Oh, yeah. Came out a little far.
Got our first chance for the Red Menace.
Sneak in here. This is a very runnable rack. It might not look like it with the 4-ball kind of tied up there, but the 4-ball does have a pocket. It has that side pocket.
If you can pick that 6 off right away,
Yeah.
leave that 3 there.
Or, I mean, even if you're to play the 3 here, you could play the combo. It's like she's going down table though. Gonna cut it.
I like getting that 1.
That's,
Wait a minute.
I think she's trying to break it out.
She didn't make the 7. I didn't see that.
I think she was trying to break out the 4, give it a little more room, to breathe.
And I tell you what, if you try to hit the 4, you better hit it real good on the right side here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like
She
that.
hit it perfect. Perfect.
I mean, this almost offers natural shape. You just kind of let the cue ball do its thing. You still want to be, control with it. You want to sort of make sure you know where it's going, but you have room to work with it. So.
Yeah, I like going between the 1 and 6 here.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, that 10 could still go in the side, so you can just kind of let it roll down table.
No, it definitely goes in the corner.
For sure it goes in the corner. Even better option there.
Okay, wow, that's quite an extension that Deb has there.
Was that one of those 10-inch extensions?
No, I mean, it looks almost like mine, minus 12. It looks similar.
Okay. Just a little stop shot here. Maybe draw back a little bit if you feel like it. 8 goes easy inside. Ooh. Yeah, but if you're going to draw it, you can't force it like that.
Yep.
It's smooth. It has to be smooth. Another chance for Miranda.
Well, and you like solids here because everything's in the open for them.
Yes.
And the 10's kind of in no man's land now.
Yeah. It's blocked a couple different ways. You have to get perfect on it if you want to run out with stripes. But I like this, leaving the 7 in that pocket there. You can use that too if you get
Maybe a little nerves early here.
First racks are always the determining factor, I find. Well, I shouldn't say always the determining factor, but they're a big determining factor. They can set the mood for the whole match.
Oh, so. You know what? I think she can draw this 10 into the pocket. She's almost dead flat on it. She definitely can. She's trying to go forward. We'll see.
Maybe move around. She might have a touch of angle. But if you hit just almost straight but a slight angle on that 3, or 7, excuse me.
She left it on the rail. That's where I think tough. You hit it lightly.
You have to. You have to hit it almost straight. You have to hit it on the right side. If you're going to go forward,
you definitely have to.
You kind of got to, in its own sense, you got to have it just almost straight but a touch of angle. Kind of give it some carom speed to get it to roll into the pocket.
I think you got to bank the 2 now.
No, I think it passes the 10. In fact, that 10 might make the pocket huge. The key is landing on the 2, which you might be able to do with this 6-ball right here.
Yeah.
Come out just a little bit, and then you can let that 2 naturally come off the rail or between the rail and the 10.
Okay, no, I'm looking down at it. You're right.
Yeah.
That 10 makes the pocket huge.
Yeah, and then after that, if you're able to roll that 2 down,
I'm probably just taking the 5 here and rolling up table, center table. I've got the 6 and 3.
I kind of want to get that. Personally, I want to get that
the
2 out of the way.
Steep. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. But that 6 is a little steep. Yeah. Okay, that works.
A little more angle than I thought was on there. But now you can actually use the 5 to get to that 2 as well. You have options. Or what you might be looking at is the 5 to get to the 4, to get to the 3, to then get to the 2. Because that 2 will lead you down table for the 8. Because I'd much rather be on that side of the 8-ball.
I think she's going to take the 2 now, right?
She's looking at
just a high ball.
Yeah.
Come straight across the table.
And then be able to take that 3. There's a lot of different ways.
Worst case, you clip the 4 a little. That's no big deal.
You just don't be afraid to use your rails here if need be. Either play it soft or play it a little harder. A Look at that huge pocket.
Oh, she hit it good too.
Yeah. Might be bridging over the 4 just a little bit, but nothing uncontrollable. Which would leave you perfect to take the 4.
If I'm bridging, I'm just taking the 4.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like the 3 here first because if I take the 4, then that 3 I have to do extra work to get down to the 8. That 8 is kind of in line with the pocket, so you want to be shooting it from below. If the 10 ball moved out, that could be the end of this rack right here.
There you go. You got the legendary Scooter Norton in the booth.
Absolute living legend right here.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, guys. I step out for a second. How's this going so far?
We're on the first track. A little bit of nerves.
Yeah.
A little bit of back
I think
and
this is
forth.
about the 6th or 7th inning now. Don't overhit this. Good.
There we
good
go.
speed. Ooh, what a
But
shot.
you hit it thin. But
Yeah.
you land just fine. That's the nice part.
Boy, she hit that good. So where does Deb play out of? I mean, you know her, right? Where does she play out of?
I don't remember. I think somebody said, maybe someone in the chat could tell us.
Does anyone in the chat know where Deb usually plays out of? She's a great, phenomenal player.
She plays good.
Yeah, we can click that.
Can't remember if she plays up north or out west. Somebody's told me, and I
I thought it was up north. Someone told me.
almost
but
thought so too, but I'm not sure enough to commit to it.
Yeah, so if anybody watching knows, feel free to let us know where she plays out of.
Some finals mood going in here, don't you think?
Yes. There we go.
Oh.
I like right there.
That's right. You didn't see that coming, did you, Scooter? He's out. He's gone.
He's gone. After that, changing red lighting, man, I tell you what. Makes me think of the old photography rooms, developing into the red rooms,
This has
developing.
some cool rainbow things too. Let's see here.
Does it now? I don't know. You might want to save the. Oh, like this. Kind of change the. Have it fade different colors every time.
Look at this. What the heck's going on there?
That's a bit weird. All right, you might want to save the rainbows for St. Patty's Day.
Oh my God, no!
That's terrifying. That might be a bit distracting. You might want to change that, sir.
What is going on here? All right, so good break from Deb there. I'm sorry, I gotta get this off.
For anybody watching who wasn't really aware, there's some lights in the booth, and he's got it on strobe effect there.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
it's gonna be a little distracting.
Just a bit.
Okay, so she's
This
just cutting
is-
the 3 in the side.
There are some clusters here. It might make this rack a little weird. I mean, if you can find a way to move that 5 and 6 out, this could be a runnable rack, but you might want to play up to a safety here.
Yeah,
There's not much you can do. I mean, that 6 doesn't look like it passes the 13 down into the corner, so it doesn't really have any pockets. You gotta.
I'll tell you what, with some good speed here, you can definitely bring that cue ball directly into that 5 ball.
It's true. The big question is, how are you breaking out that 6? I mean, that 5 has a corner pocket. So.
And she tied the 8 up a little bit there.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. 4
Little 3-ball combo here.
or 4 ball. 4 ball because when you hit the 14, it's going to cut the 13 and cut the 6.
You got to play it. I feel like you got to play that soft.
Oh, you have to play it
cannot,
super soft because you don't know what the 4 is doing. Oh, look at this. Does the 5 go?
5 passes.
Okay, so
Looking at the top-down view.
Cindy
it
tells
passes,
us
yeah.
that Deb plays in matchups in Fort Collins. I've been there
Okay.
once
Yeah.
for an APA qualifier. They've got some pretty nice gold crowns.
Okay.
They only accepted cash at the time I was there. But look at this.
Look at that breakout
Look at
right
this. And not only that, look at this. She can make the 2,
there. And the 6.
make the 6 off the rail, and I believe the 8 goes in the
Yeah.
top right corner. Ooh, that was a great shot.
That was beautiful.
That'll be the first fire, I think.
Yep. First fire of the match. Oh,
Never mind. There's no fire tonight.
there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Sorry, I updated the stream deck last night. So.
And she landed great for the 6, too. naturally able to touch that rail. You don't need a lot of speed on this either.
None.
I mean, you look
You
at
just need to, because you're going to hit it full, right?
yeah,
So I guess you do need a little bit of speed, but
but you could actually cheat this pocket way to the right and then
you
hit
could.
it soft.
You could,
know?
yeah. I like how she hit that.
Perfect.
Look at this.
Absolutely
Primo on the
gorgeous.
8, too.
Beautiful.
Now that's a break and run, right?
I believe so.
That is a break and run.
That is going to be the second fire just for that break and run.
Yeah,
alone
break
right
and
there.
run, a little bit of fire.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful play from Deb right there. You love to see it. You
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
love to see it.
I want to see as many break and runs as possible.
And best part, she shot pretty much all those shots the same. There was no, didn't take any less time on any shots. Didn't really take any more time on any shots. That's kind of an in the zone moment right there. I think is wonderful. I mean, as I like to say, the best break and runs are the ones you don't realize you're on. But ultimately, with that, when you can play every shot the same,
Yeah.
you can run out.
She had basically the same speed the whole time.
Yeah.
You got Danielle in the booth. Or commentator. Sorry.
In the comments section.
In the comment section. Congratulations, Danielle, in second place.
Is that a dry break we see right there? Yeah, looks like a dry break.
It is.
Maria Finley coming to the table. Bit of an awkward spot.
You're welcome, Danielle. You shot phenomenal through the whole tournament.
You did.
It was quite amazing to watch.
And no matter where you were, you kept shooting as if, you were up on her.
Yep.
That's the thing, is watching that match, Danielle, you shot really well. And even when Mandy had a good lead on you, you just kept shooting. You kept with it down. You kept the same mentality. That's something that'll keep you in the game right there. That's good mental game right there.
What is
Is she cutting the 11?
Wow.
Wow.
That was a good shot.
That was beautiful. And that might actually open up the rack really well to run out. Because I would say that preference right here is stripes.
Well, if you can just stop this ball on the 9, I believe the 14 goes.
Yeah.
And you can just draw back for the 10 in the side. You could do that. Actually, I like that better than taking the 14 now.
10 on the side, do you think?
Yeah, I think 10 in the side because it's awkward, right? And it opens up the whole rack.
Well, looks like she's playing a 12 on the side, might be leading up to the 10, 9, 14.
But she might
don't
get
know.
in no man's land here. Yeah, that was, I don't know.
That might have been workable, but you're left with some interesting angle.
She was left she was going to run into balls if she made that 10. So,
Well, no, I mean, if you look at top down, she could walk it, but you're drifting a little close to the 9. It's still a good thought process, but I find you're a bit too close to the 2 on this to try to get a good angle.
that's fair.
So,
Let's see what Deb, she broke dry. She's getting back at the table. It looks like all the solids are in the open, except that 6 ball.
but you had, depending on how you land, you have that 1 ball to break it out, or even that 2 ball.
Oh, she came right up onto the 5 here.
But she has room to make it.
Yes, she does.
In fact, she could come across. She could use the 13 to stop the cue ball in that area to make the
Getting
2.
to
But
the 6 here.
personally, I don't see much of a path. There are ways to do it, but I would want to find a way to break that 6 out. So
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that 1 ball is there nicely, but again, how do you get to that side of it?
it's either that or you carry him off the 1 ball for the combo, but I think that combo is not easy to pocket. So she did what I had mentioned. She used the
She's got a good angle on the 2 here.
she used the 13
underneath.
to stop the ball.
She come underneath and just go straight into that 14, I think. Yeah, but she just
That's the risk with that shot.
little more spin, little less top.
Yeah. I would have
Right
preferred,
idea, though.
yeah, I would have preferred to walk it a little more to the pocket, not necessarily shoot it as hard, and try to actually get below the 1.
That's
and
fair.
then probably play a safe with the 6, where I'm trying to get my opponent as close to that 14 ball as possible, use their own ball against them.
Okay, but look at this. So where she is on the 1, she's in kind of a tough position here. I think she's got to really stroke this good. Look at this.
Look at that spin right there. Another fire
She's getting some
from
fire
Deb
from
May
that.
right there. That was
That was a great shot.
absolutely good stroke.
That 6 is a little
She-
thin, so you might.
Yeah.
She's going for it.
You don't have to play this fast at all. It's a low pace shot because then that cue ball is not going to transfer a lot of energy in. It's going to maneuver around the table a
Look at
lot.
this. Look at this. Look at this.
Do we see?
Oh. Okay.
Stuck in a very, very awkward position here. That 7 ball is cuttable, I would say. Looks like that's what she's going for.
She's going for it. That man is so steep.
Where do you try to land on the 3? You can't really.
Oh,
control
I'm getting up by the 8.
Yeah.
I'm shooting it down in the corner. Look at this shot.
Deb is on a roll. And with her stroke, she would be able to just pull this back just a little bit for the 8. She can cut a ball, it looks like, too. That was awesome.
I'll tell you what,
right
that
there,
7 to the 3 here was just incredible.
You didn't cut it too hard either, which was great. Good speed.
Okay.
It's a tough stroke. I think we've seen that twice. She tries to draw a ball and
Well, she
loses control of
I
the aim.
think she not only that, if you notice, her swing kind of goes inward on
Okay.
that draw stroke.
Backwards chicken wing
A
kind
little
of
bit
thing?
of backwards
Okay.
chicken wing on that draw stroke.
Draw strokes are a little more intimidating than follow.
Oh yeah.
It's draw is definitely tough to get. So that's something. You gotta slow that stroke down a little bit.
Okay, Maria, good opportunity here. I notice Maria, and she did this the last match too. She loves playing for the side pockets.
She does, absolutely.
And the only problem with that is you have I feel if you get steep, you have less maneuverability with the cue ball unless you really hit it good.
You have to have a good stroke for steep side pocket shots, for
Super
sure.
good stroke.
I think the tough part with going for
What is
sides
she
for
doing?
me,
Okay, there's 14 cuts. Excellent.
that way she doesn't have to worry about the combo. She hits it a bit thick though,
A little thick.
and I think
This
she
3 ball
leaves.
goes all day.
Yeah, she
off the
leaves
rail.
angle to get down for the 8 too.
Yeah.
Question is, are you jacking up a little bit and stun draw down with maybe a touch of left, or are you going to maneuver a couple rails back and forth?
With the way the 9 and 10 is, I'm probably just stun draw.
I like the stun draw, touch of left, help it drift down. It's one of my personally, it's one of my favorite shots. Yeah, looks like that's what she's
You don't have
doing
to
right
jack
here.
up too much. She's
Yeah.
not. She's not. Just like that.
Beautiful. Doesn't even
Oh,
touch the 8.
man. She went between all those balls too. All right, so Deb may be feeling it right now.
Deb, I think, is in the zone here.
All right,
Look at that,
not
hard out of
even
the pocket.
touching a rail.
Deb taking a real quick 3-0 lead here. She's not giving Mariah much of a chance to develop a stroke. I think.
Yeah.
That's going to be the tough part here. That's where I think Mariah has a bit of a benefit is because you watch her. She doesn't shoot very fast a lot in this case, so she's not having to force a stroke. It's just once she gets another chance at the table, she needs to build off of it, and
Yeah.
that's the tough part. It's a mental game at that point.
Yeah, the Red Menace. She's got this far because she can definitely come back from fade a 3-0 start here.
So definitely early on we got a lead, but who knows? Could definitely lead down to a pretty close match here.
We all won Hill.
Hill Hills are the best matches out there.
Oh yeah.
Another second ball break. Feeling dry now?
So was
Seen a bit of
she
trouble.
also second ball breaking a little harder now?
Yeah. We saw that 15 ball just rattled out of the corner.
Okay, so if you're Maria, not an easy start here.
Definitely not. I'm personally liking stripes on this one a little more.
Yeah, it's the first shot that's kind of
When
I thought the cue ball was on the right.
Oh, you thought it was over
Yeah,
there?
I thought it was where the
Yeah.
9 is. Oh, okay. No,
Okay.
then I definitely like stripes here.
Yeah. I mean, stripes doesn't really have much of a problem ball.
Perfect.
I mean, it might have the 13, but the 13 is workable if you can land so much straight on the 14. once that 10 sitting up there is clear.
Yeah,
That's-
so I like from here. I don't see an easy way to get to that 14 ball without like pinpoint position. So I
Yeah.
don't want to try that. You can get to the 10 though. I don't mind getting to the 10 here.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, it would
Once you
definitely
clear
take
this
a-
out though, you can do 9, 14. I mean, everything opens up, right?
Yes. In fact, I mean, I might see looking at going from the 10 here down to the 9 because the 9 might afford me a better option for getting to that 14.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
As long as you can get an angle on it, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm coming off that second diamond, if possible, and try
You
to
also-
float out to center table.
You also definitely want to be, able to see the bottom of your ball, bottom of your cue ball.
Okay. She hit that pretty hard there.
She was trying to get around more. for the
I
14
think she was
here,
trying to
yeah.
get that 14. That's such a tough position to get to.
It is. That's the third ball we've seen rattle in that pocket.
These diamonds, man.
They're not forgiving.
Okay, so but Deb is left with not a lot. Not a lot. I mean, this 3 ball,
She has a
Just a
couple
little
problems.
treetop. just a little.
Just a bit.
My lord.
Ooh,
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Locked in the jaws of the pocket. This is
Okay, but this 10 is makeable,
100%.
Off the cue ball.
Yeah.
right?
I think it is.
100% you
Yeah.
can make this 10 ball.
But what does it leave you afterwards? Where's that cue ball going?
Well, that's the thing, right? Is
Yeah.
I think you're probably going towards like the 6-5.
Which could be a benefit. You could force out that 13.
Yeah, but are you going to be
Yeah.
left with? Well, the 9's there, right?
You kind of.
Okay, so we want to hit watch. You want to go do that, Chris?
Actually, you better hit watcher than I am.
All right, I'll go do it real quick.
We got I think Scooter. So we got Scooter up there. It looks like
Oh, thank God.
Scooter
We got
was
somebody
right there. Look at that.
Knows what they're doing.
Yeah, we got someone who's a certified, semi-certified expert here.
Oh wow. Okay, so the way
I
she's
think she's
hitting this
going.
here, I don't know.
I
if it's gonna
she might
drop.
be trying to force it off of the inside of the pocket with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess they're looking at this because she might be expecting there might be a double hit with the tip of the cue against the cue ball.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of assumed was going to happen if you hit it that way.
I saw that 10 nudge just a little bit.
Yeah, but
It
see,
was
the,
good hit,
the,
but
the
it's,
problem
you know.
is that it nudged while the cue ball's still there,
Yeah.
right? That's why you wanted to put a lot of spin on it to like force the cue ball to wrap around that ball and force it into the pocket.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a tough shot for sure.
Oh,
right.
I would not want to shoot
I
it.
would have expected, like, if I was up there, I'd probably get real cocky, jack up on it to like full masse or something.
Yeah.
But
And you might still miss it. I mean, that's a
Right.
hard shot. Look at
very
this.
difficult.
Look at this. Okay, so
this might
It's
be a
left
solution
with-
to the 5.
well, okay.
I think that 5 might go down in the corner. Oh, she's trying to kick follow this in.
Yeah, I don't think the
Oh.
five does.
I don't necessarily like that.
Ooh, she missed the ball complete. Ball in hand.
I think she was trying
Huge opportunity for Maria. Now she
to
can get
stripes
that
are
13
open.
out.
Stripes are wildly open. That 9, I don't think that 9 passes the 3, so you might have to get a little creative with that.
I've got to be honest, I like the combo here, the 14-10, and the only reason is because I hate coming on when the 10's deep in the pocket. I hate trying to maneuver around that 14-8. I just don't want to maneuver around it.
I like this look right here. She's shooting the 9, getting the 9 out of the way because I'd say it's the biggest problem ball. It's the only one that doesn't have an easy pocket. And if
Once
you can,
again, I don't even notice that ball's on the table because it's all
too
white.
white. Too
Yeah.
white, It's
Get
too
that
white
out of there. I don't want that there anymore.
And if she can come out just enough, I think
she's
she
going
might be.
forward.
Yeah, she
She's-
might be moving up for that 12 ball. Might have focused a little too much on the shape.
Well, I think she was trying to get to that 10. And
Think
that
the
was
10?
that was a super narrow window.
Yeah, I kind of like having drifted out from there and just taking the combo.
Yeah,
9 first and then the
100%.
combo. Because
Yep.
if you can hold off of the combo and leave the 14 in the pocket, you got the 13, 14, 12, or 13, 12, 14 out to the 8.
This might be a gift to Maria here.
She could just be trying to block the pocket too, calling it just in case. She's going up into the 5. Yep.
All
Two
right,
might have
Maria
moved out,
loves their
isn't it?
side pockets.
Two might have moved out just
It
enough
did.
for the
It
14.
did. I'm looking right at it.
How do you think about getting down to this 9 though?
Well, no, I'm probably shooting the 13 on the side, and I'm trying to force the cue ball to the center of the table. That's what I always
Yeah.
try to do. Just force it
I
to
mean,
the
center
of the
table. Center table is your friend almost everywhere,
Yes.
right?
If you get to the center of the table, you can take the 9. You can take the 14.
I kind of want that. I almost kind of want that 12 ball to be my last ball
Oh,
here.
what a shot by Maria.
I feel like it was hard to get center table off.
Well, I think
you
that
know.
she's got the 12 here, right?
No, 5's got it blocked. I think. Looks like she's looking to follow or not follow, looking to kind of rail first, maybe go off of this 3 ball. Into the
Oh,
pocket.
okay. Stand up real quick. You can see it goes.
Oh.
Yeah. If she goes rail first here,
She can
she's
kind
got
of
to hit it slow. Slow. Yeah. You had to hit it slow. It definitely went.
Yeah. This is one of those tough ones, right? This is one of those racks where you can play a shot that's a shot you need to play, but if you miss it by just a little bit, the whole rack changes.
Oh, 100%.
You know, we've seen what 3 or 4 different layouts so far from this one rack alone.
Yeah.
That's what I love about 8-ball. It's
Bar
so
table 8-ball, man.
it's so wild. It's like super wild card, right?
That's not what she wanted.
She's really good putting spin on the ball, but sometimes the way it grabs off those rails,
She's doing the
You know.
6-5 combo here.
I mean, you kind of have to. There might be a safe here. I mean, there's definitely a couple safeties, but I think this is kind of one of those you kind of got to go all or nothing.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Didn't miss by much.
Look at this. So I can't tell if the. Okay, she's definitely blocked. She's got the 14 or the 9. I'm probably taking the 14 here because, man, there's so many balls blocking
Yeah.
my path to the 14.
I feel like probably 14. If I can bring it back over to get the 12 out of the way, I definitely want to see about making that 9 ball my last ball.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
Because you have such a large space here to land, right? You can, if you get on this 12 right, if you come out this way, coming out, and you can shoot that 12 in the side.
She's going
Right.
to take the 9. You can do this too. It's
Yeah.
just speed control's paramount.
Yeah, you have to have a little more. There's such a wide space to land.
I'll tell you what, though, if she would have made it, she would have been there.
Yeah. I think she would have come a little more into the 3 ball.
Yeah. So the 6 ball, you can just come off the. You make the 3 here, make the 4, make the 5, make the 6, make the 8, or you can do it in any other order. But I think the 3, you have to take the 3 first here.
Yes.
And you have to use either the 4 or the 5. To
I
make
think
the 6.
your lowest risk out here is going to be. So she got the 3. Looks
The
like
4 to the
she's
6
looking
to
at
the
the
5.
4.
Yep.
Yep. Because
Yeah, I think so.
if you can land good on this 6, then that 5 affords you natural just stun shape out to the 8.
And look what she did.
Look at
Perfect.
that.
Perfect.
You don't even have to play this hard either.
She stop shot.
Yeah. So you can land anywhere in this bottom section of the table coming off the 5, anywhere in this space right here, and you're good to go.
Yep. Now just center table.
I mean, heck, if you wanted to be fancy with it, you could always go around 3 rails, but
Oof.
you know, move that cue ball around. You just have this. You can feel your stroke out. You can shoot what's comfortable.
Okay,
I think she tried to go those 3 rails right there.
She did.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised. I got to be honest.
Shooting.
She hasn't done
you know,
that the whole match. She's
Yeah.
not-
She might. She's missed a few balls in this rack. Some easy balls, it looks like. So I think she might kind of be feeling that little bit of
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That pressure comes like that pressure you don't think about that comes in when you're up on your opponent really well, and you're kind of setting an expectation for yourself. Of course, it could just be one of those weird racks, right? Where it's
Great
just kinda
shot by Maria.
perfect.
Okay, now the only problem is you got to get good on this 12 ball from the 14.
Is she trying to cut this 12? Did she just?
No,
Oh,
I
she-
think
okay.
she's in the 14, but you have to come out
Yeah.
and back. And I don't think you realize how thick you're going to hit this 14 ball. It's
Yeah.
thicker than it looks.
I mean, your other option too is you load it up with right, try to run into the 8 soft. Kind of like that. You know, push the 8 towards a corner.
Didn't
But
leave.
you have to make the ball if you're gonna do that.
Okay, now
Full table cut.
I'm gonna make this 5. I'm probably aiming to hit the 12. Well, there's actually fraught with peril because I think it'll block. Well,
I think this is just a natural top spin shot, right? 3/4 lag speed, if not less. Yeah, because you come out. I mean, granted, you make the ball, you'll come off a little thinner. You're probably gonna hit that ball. You're probably gonna come up this way.
yeah.
So this pocket becomes a dangerous evident, but
Okay, she didn't leave
much.
open shot, and with the ball just kind of hanging over the pocket, what does Maria do here?
Well, so what would you do? Would you play the risky combo, or would you play the risky cut?
Uh,
You can't play much of a safe unless you can control that cue ball down
that
back
cut
down
is
table.
so thin. I'm not cutting that.
I don't like this because it doesn't give you much shape or easy shape. You know, she makes the ball. I mean, it's a great cut.
It's a great cut. The position, I think.
Yeah, that was the risk with the shot. is
But
the
she can
position.
bank this.
Yeah.
Can she hold the cue ball? I don't think so.
No, you have to get that cue ball out of the way of this bank. That I think that's what makes it tough.
You might have to bank the 8 here and just accept that. Oh no!
Ooh.
That double click.
Yeah.
Little double click.
Not to mention, I mean, she was trying to play safe there. It looked like. I mean, you don't shoot any bank that low on its speed.
I just realized all my cues are still on the back table. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go
Wrap
grab
'em
those
up.
real
I'll be right
quick. Yeah,
back.
go grab those real quick. Oh, look at the stroke, the speed. Gets snugged right up on the 14. That is not where you want to be for sure. I'm going to be kicking at this right here. Kick we've all tried here, trying to kick it in the corner. Don't have to play this super fast. You don't have to play it hard. See about making that ball there. Play it soft enough, you might leave it weird. It was a good try from Deb there. But we know Mariah likes her side pockets, and this, got a touch of angle. You come out from the rail. Just let that cue ball naturally drift out. You take the 8 in the corner. Nipples out of it. That was a steep cut right there, steep cut into the side. Something me and Johnny Becker here were talking about a little bit earlier is you may like your side pockets, but that does make it difficult when you get stuck landed on these very steep side pocket shots. Deb's having to kind of treetop bridge over this 14 at a distance. Great shot from Deb there. Go 4-0. Breaking again. We'll see if she can adjust her break slightly, try to make a ball. Past 2 breaks have been dry. That second ball break is great, but every so often there's times it stops working for you. These tables they don't like to rack easily. Mr. Scooter back in the booth here.
Back in the booth. I see John Becker stepped out, so I'll keep you company.
Yeah. He just had to go pack up his cues, it sounds like. Don't want to leave those lying around. Back and forth racks right there. Another one.
Yeah, it really was. It seems like these are just kind of a little misstep by Maria, or just a little.
Makes a ball. Looks like. If I saw that one go in the corner, right? Yeah.
Top left corner, ball goes down.
Tough little rack right here. I mean, we got a lot of the solids are tied up right here. No good opening shot.
14. That's a tough cut.
All the way down the rail.
She is. I saw her a couple balls earlier. She hit them real good. Wow.
Oh, she's made some amazing cuts.
good, but doesn't get it to go.
Is it open right now?
Still open.
I like stripes. The 9 you got to do some work with. The 8.
But you might be able to lead up to a shot with that right now. I mean, you got a couple balls hanging over the side. You have the 15.
Could you stop on the 12 and use the 13 to blast everything out of there?
You get close, yeah.
Almost do it right now with that 15 ball. A little flat, maybe.
You could. You might hook yourself behind the 8-5 though. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I think that's.
I'm blasting it now.
Yeah, I'd go at it straight top spin. Just try to run into that 4. Move it around a little bit.
Hold down the 4. Squeeze it right back.
Squish, sorry.
I will just take that.
All right, what's she gonna do here, Chris?
I think she's like, yep, she's looking at the side pocket. Me and Becca were talking. Mariah really likes her side pockets. I did not see that coming. Trying to stun up into the pack there. Doesn't leave much though.
No, didn't really take care of that 9 ball either. The 9 balls.
I think she's gonna try to bank the 15 from here. See how she hits it.
Okay.
That might have been intentional, kind of maneuver around.
I like that shot, yeah, because she didn't leave really to have a shot here. I mean, she can see a ball, but not really anything to pocket
Yeah.
that I can really see. And
There's no easy safe from here either.
no.
I mean, most you could do is run that 6 into the 13 there and kind of leave the cue ball there, but then you leave a cut on the 11.
Right.
You know.
She's gonna try to bank that. Oh no, she's gonna kick
I
at it.
think, yeah, I think she's kicking at the 1.
Opens up the 9 ball, but creates a little bit of a problem for the.
A 13 there.
You know,
So do you try to play safe here and kind of try to wait till you get a better opportunity, or you go offensive and try to break something out?
I
She's
mean,
looking at the
I think
15.
if anything, you're either looking for a safe now, or you're looking for a way you can play there, or get to those balls. I don't know.
I think she's cutting the 15, trying to go up table.
She did, and she did, but
Ties up the 9 and the 8.
you know,
This one's starting to become one of those patience games right there. You know, take your time, get a good hit, maybe get a good shot, go back to your seat, sit down. So I think the beauty of 8 ball, there's times you got to do that. You got to just sit back and
absolutely.
play safe.
And I think Maria has to remember to be patient. I mean, it's real hard to be patient when you feel like things are not going your way and you want to change everything right now. But
Yeah.
sometimes you have to be patient, bide your time a little bit.
Start to feel the need to kind of get back on your feet there. I mean, with Mariah down 4-0, that could be what she's feeling. So that's a lot of mental game right there. You start to see tough spaces with some players.
So Maria's Deb's still got some problems here too. Let's see how she goes and attacks them.
I think she's really just trying to get center table, leave herself a couple options. Pretty much got there.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
And really didn't leave Maria with very much. Again, tough shots.
Yeah.
Looks like this ball on the end rail is probably makeable, but difficult.
Yeah. She might foresee. I mean, you look at that line, you play it right, you're going straight up into that pack. Yep, just like that. But how much left? I mean, seen a lot of hung balls here.
Yeah.
I think we see a lot of that. You're trying to go for a breakout or something. You don't think as much about making the ball, so you play the breakout perfect, and but you
Right.
don't make the ball. And that's kind
Which
of
is
one of those.
devastating sometimes.
Yeah. kind of call that playing the shape instead of the shot
Right.
for the most part.
Where are we at?
Interesting bit of a rack. A lot of problems to solve.
Bar table 8 ball. It's lovely. Okay, so
Might be just trying to push out the 6 here.
Does
put it
Puts
right
it
back.
back.
I'm gonna put it back in the same spot now. Do you go after this 8-9 breakout here?
With the 11.
Yeah. Or do you?
A lot of spin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Top right. I don't know if it would leave you much. You still have the 13 to worry about as well.
Right.
Well, but I mean,
Depends on where that 9
if
lands.
you feel confident making the shot, yes.
Back.
So she not decided to go after those balls. She played shape on the 11 ball. It looks like.
This is where I start playing safeties.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you have to kind of
for
look
sure.
at what you're going to kind of be able to do here because I don't see a way you can really get it those shots or those balls to break them out. Nothing really quite by there.
Hard to play safe with balls in pockets like that.
I think Gene calls that what, killing your ducks too
Killing your
soon.
ducks, yeah.
I don't know how much.
Okay, I like this shot. It looks like Maria is going to shoot at the 9 ball at the 3 ball probably make.
Draw back to the rail.
Yeah.
With that 3 ball hanging just inside to the right of the pocket, you could follow that in. It wouldn't leave you next to anything logical to run out, but
If you're going for it, I'm definitely calling safe here.
I'd play this soft to try to get it to hang.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's a great shot.
Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great shot.
That's a great shot.
And she kept the 9 on the table.
Yeah.
What you really want to do there.
Now I think
She's-
Jeb's going to probably play a pretty nasty little safe here. Or probably just roll around to that 4 ball, I would guess.
It's one of our favorite shots right here.
Want to hit it thick. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, wow.
That was a good shot.
Well, I
can't
thought she could
see
hit it
the
a lot.
9.
I thought she would have hit it a lot softer. Now she can still see
Yeah.
the 13. I mean, to me, you had an opportunity there to really just freeze her on the 4 ball and get a pretty good
What
chance.
did she called the 9 down in the top right. She's kicking at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like she can make that 13 ball.
In the side?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see very good anymore, but I don't think it's
I
that.
think that puts you. Yeah, because you can see up to here, I think, in that area. So you're probably, if you can see to here, you're probably coming here on the rail.
Yes. Good hit.
Hit. Nice. Put her.
Awkward position. I mean, it's not anything easy necessarily that Deb can do with this. If I'm trying to get anything here, I'm going to be trying to cut that 2 in the side and come down table up for the 4 for the 6.
Deb's gonna cut it in the corner and play the cue ball towards.
She might be able to play it 2 rails here at the 4 ball. But what's the future on the 6?
2. I see.
Okay. I think she can play a pretty good safe behind this 13 ball.
Yep. Calling the 6.
6 out the 4.
Yeah, carom shot. Is that a carom or a billiard? I know there's a difference. I can never remember what it is. She's going to roll it a bit, too.
Oh boy.
That opens
Big
up
opportunity
over
for Maria.
end.
Yeah.
This is where Maria can get things going.
Start getting her inertia, start getting her rhythm.
I think you got to kind of look at, kind of plan for the 8 ball. To me, you can't really just, you can't play the old stop shot 13 ball
No.
unless you have to back it up a little bit. You could do some things, but
I like taking
I would
the
take the 14
yeah.
here.
Take the 14, come cross table, you know.
Try to come where I
And
can
this
make the
way.
13.
And if you need to touch this rail, come back out, you know.
Mhm.
Make the 13, and then you got the 9 on the side for the 8 right there.
Yep, I like that.
The nice part is with this, you don't really need to overdo anything. You can just let it go to the pocket and let that cue ball come across.
That works.
So now she didn't get very much of that cue ball. So I rolled forward on her like that.
Gotta be careful with this. You just gotta kind of take your time with it. Don't blast at the ball.
I don't think you want to try to roll forward here.
No. I'd say jack up a little bit. Try to stroke it real good and smooth, and just, you know, get that stop shot. Drift out for the 9 if there's any angle. I don't think there's much angle, but could be wrong.
There's not much.
So I almost don't mind even letting that thing go into that 4-ball a little bit. Oh, you gotta hit
You hit it a lot
forward,
forward
you're
than
gonna
that.
get
Yeah,
hooked by
you
the
gotta get a
floor.
little bit lower on the cue ball just to kind of nudge it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it would make the 8-ball a lot easier, but that did not happen for her.
Okay, so she did take a kicking clinic here at Piazza's recently. Let's see.
See how much of that sticks.
Yeah, let's see how much of that sticks here.
She's definitely measuring.
For the kick, I like where the 9's at. You know, it's not too close to the rail, but it's not far away from the rail.
Yep. Okay.
Though if you do hit it and make it, that cue ball is probably going to come off at a good angle, and it's going to...
Boy,
She put her
gonna
hand up
drift
a
in.
little far.
Yep, this is something that they went over in the kicking class. You gotta be part of the class. I'm not gonna give away any of the secrets. You want to learn the secret,
But
join
she-
Pat's class. But that was one of the things that they kind of talked
She's gonna
about.
fly
Was
right past this if she measured that correctly, or if she measured it and hits where she
I think
wants
she's
to.
looking
because-
pretty good, actually. Let's see.
What a shot. That's
All right.
fire right there. And
There is
Fire
a
for
testament to the
days.
kicking class. The system works.
Reach
Sharik,
out to Patrick Roy for that kicking.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sharik and Pat did put on a nice kicking class, and that was one of the things they kind of went over was that the way she kind of measured that, and it sure worked. Wow, what a great time!
All right,
Mariah
It's
gets
on
her
her.
first rack there.
That was a great kick.
That was
That was
beautiful.
really nice. Wow, great speed. I mean,
Yeah.
she really kicked it. You know, did it great.
Nice part is she didn't rush down to the 8-2 afterwards.
Right.
She took a moment with it. I
Great
see.
shot.
You know, I was out in Kentucky. I saw that a lot. You'd get a player, you know, they make a great shot, you know, right before the 8, and then they'd rush up and oh, I've got the 8 now, and then they'd rattle the 8
Yeah.
and they'd miss the 8. I did that with ball in hand a couple times, so I'm very ashamed of myself for that. But you know, oh, yeah, I've got ball in hand, and then I remembered my catchphrase: "Ball in hand is hard." See what kind of break Mariah's gonna go with here.
This is the Red Menace's first break, I think.
Yep. All right. Maria was breaking second ball earlier. Let's see if that's what she's gonna.
It's like second ball break.
Yeah.
It's not often you see someone go head ball from here. I've seen it a couple times, but I've never really
You know,
seen the
if you
breakdown.
hit the 5 like 3/4 ball, you might make the wing ball.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of do a slight cut break, you could always try to make that head ball in the side, you know, make that 5 ball in the
Yeah,
side. But
yeah, you can do that too.
if you're gonna break from here, yep, second ball break every time.
I didn't see anything fall.
I think she might have hit that second ball just a little thin.
She hit them.
Yeah,
That's why the
Not
ball
a-
stayed
yeah.
down on one side of the table.
not a lot of energy into the rack. You know, a lot of it you saw a lot of that movement off of the head of the rack, or the right side, because it all went into that second ball through the head of the rack, but nothing as much went in to the back of the rack. I mean, that's why you see the 8 ball take off is right there. But
I'll tell you what, Deb does not have an opening shot here that's easy.
no. If she wants stripes, it's one of 2 combos. If she wants solids, I don't think I see a good opening shot on solids. Bless you.
Thank you. She cut that 9 ball.
Oh, I thought that went dead into the pocket. I don't understand
Yeah.
how.
Well, it didn't go dead in the
Yeah. It kind of stayed up a
Thank
little
you,
bit.
Scooter. I would never have known.
I wasn't sure if you were paying attention there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Becker, I think once you see the ball moving, you look at the cue ball or something else instead. You let your peripheral do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that as often.
All right. Let's see. Big chance for Maria here. Let's see what she decides to do. She's got a much easier look at an opening shot than Deb did.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Definitely
Stripe's
gonna-
just
yeah.
a primo here.
Yeah, right off that 9 ball. I mean, a couple balls moved, but
Nice thing is you don't have to move the cue ball a lot here for anything.
yeah.
That might have been a little too much movement.
Yeah.
She's got the 10.
So
Right?
if you play the combo here, you got the 10, or you could play the combo, the
Right.
11-9 combo, and play it soft. You'll still be good.
I wonder if she can do the 11-9. I guess she has to, right?
I mean, if you can roll 4 a bit off this, then you can take the 12,
Yeah.
which is really the one I want to kind of get out of the way. After the 10. But
So she's going to have to do the 10-12 combo now.
that's a steep combo.
I agree.
That's a steep call from here.
I agree.
Yeah, I think I'm looking to probably duck here. No.
Yeah. Try to maybe hit that 10 with a little bit of load, come off of it, try to get close to that. That was the 11 or the 15. Looks like the 11 ball.
You might even just double click off the 11 behind the 7.
Yeah. And not a lot of people know that shot right there, you know. A little
Well, it's
double
a
kiss safety.
It's a shot.
Yeah, it's useful. I've used it several times, and if you can control the speed on it, you get a lot of return on that speed. So if you practice with it, you feel out you can actually hit where that cue ball is going to come off at the same speed it hits.
Especially with the diamond bouncy rails.
Oh yeah. I think she's going what you called that combo there.
That's tough. Look at this. Ooh, I thought.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Ooh.
That ended up very well for her. She did not scratch and tied up
2 and 4.
to 2 and the 4. Deb does have a pretty good shot at the 1 ball, so it's not like she's prevented from hitting anything. I mean, sometimes that happens, and you can't even see a ball. It's super frustrating. But
Could use that to her advantage. Just roll it in, and then maybe try to bank the 4 or duck with the 4.
I would probably duck with the 4. I think if you can get. She went a little far to be able to do that, though. To me, she's okay. She's okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I like the patience. I really do.
Dude, look at that. Don't really think she left much.
I don't think she can see any ball.
No. So let's see. Yeah, Mariah's got a good look at a few kicks here, but that's about it. I mean, she might be trying to make the 11 off of this. Maria? I don't know. It's Maria? It's all those English phonetics, with names. I'm not good with the names I don't hear all too often. But no, I think she's trying to go for that kick on the 11.
Yeah, that's a.
You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it right. I mean, you hit it wrong with the speed, it could drift up behind the 7. Nice part with that area though is there's a lot of balls to hit.
It's true.
Does leave it somewhat open. I mean, everything's kind of away from each other now. You take the 7 here, and then once you can find a way to get back out, if you come 2 rails across, you could take the 6 or 5 in the side, or just hold it with the 13 works as well. That 4 ball's out in the open now, so it lends you a bit better to getting out with that.
Yep.
I'm kind of liking the 6 ball here, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's your.
You can roll forward a little bit, leave yourself the 5 up in the corner, or the 4. I would definitely not try to force this around anywhere. But just let the cue ball roll. Just like that. right there.
Let's see. Maria's got the 13 ball probably to look at first.
Gonna take care of everything at the top of the table. Get all that work done.
Shot.
Take the 11 next, you know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a lefty, so it should be pretty
A lot easier.
easy. He's pretty easy reach for her.
Yeah, use southpaws, you know. Being able to play those shots.
So she has a look at the side, but I
That's
don't.
a thin cut. You turn the cue ball loose on that.
You,
a little
you
bit.
really do. I mean, I don't see what else she's really got on. Maybe she's gonna shoot. Okay.
Shoot the combo.
Yeah.
I mean, if you shoot the combo, roll forward, then and hang that 10 in the pocket, then you can take the 14 in the side by the 2.
Yeah. I
So-
guess when I looked at the screen, I couldn't tell if that was another straight ball. It looked solid to me. So. Shot.
That's a little better of an excuse than Becker. I mean, he sees the 9 ball, looks like the cue ball. Saturation, so much saturation here. A lot of light. Yeah. Came out pretty good. Got a little bit of angle, so you can just kind of drift past the 5. You don't have to go crazy with it, and then you can use the 10. You can come around a few rails to get to that 8 ball.
Oh, Maria.
A lot of speed. Have to get back up table there, probably. What are you taking first here? I kind of like the 4.
I don't know if I kind of like this 3 ball actually.
Back and forth a bit with it.
Yeah, I'd probably play this one and play the 5. Just side ball, kind of like that. She hit a little harder than I would have tried to hit it probably, but
You combo it
that
down.
was kind of my kind of thought was it's hard to try to get that cue ball to come backwards with any sort of confidence. You got big side pockets and stuff like this. You kind of let the
Yeah.
cue ball go. You know what I mean? Where she did, she just to me she got a little fast on it.
Okay.
Hit that one pretty good though.
Now you've got the 2 ball,
Yep.
and then the 5, the 8. I think she might have some inside angle on this. Might be able to just touch that rail to come back out.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think she has to do
Too
much.
much,
Yeah, I mean, in fact, I'd probably be careful with the inside because it's a great way to miss the ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
You roll forward, 8 in the side. Right in. We're going to see Deb go up 5-1, keeping her nice lead there.
Yeah, that's these games are just sort of getting away from Maria. Really
Yeah.
to me. I mean, they're not so much that Deb is just running it right over. I mean, I think it's there's opportunities that are just getting kind of
Yeah.
missed. You know what I mean?
I'd say the past 2 or 3 racks, we've seen a lot more opportunities for Maria to play. The first 2-ish racks, we were seeing not a lot of good opportunities for her to build a stroke. Because you can practice all you want before the match, but you got to build a stroke in the match. You got to be able to relax in it. So when you're not given an opportunity to do that, it definitely can make it tough. That's kind of where I like the thought process of making sure that you have the opportunity to play it safe and that you're not always looking for the run out. Ball down.
I saw at least one ball go down. I heard one go down right
Yeah.
off the pop too. So
I saw the one go in the side. wildly different rack than we were seeing in the beginning. I think Deb's breaking a little harder, so those balls are kind of wanting to come back together. That is that is a tough spot to be. That 12 ball is kind of blocked. You can't really do much with that getting around to it. You kind of need ball in hand to get that out of there. I think I'm looking to kind of duck or play it into a tough position here. See if I can get my opponent to move some of those balls for me.
She's gonna shoot the 11 ball. It looks like. No, I'm not sure. Is she gonna play this 14 ball off the 12 to give it?
Try to move it out. Yeah, so try to go rail first, knock it off the 12, push the 12 out. I feel like you got to play that with a lot of speed, though. You want to get that 12 moving. If you play it too soft, it's going to get stuck on the other side of that 7.
She could. Okay, I like this shot because she could actually play the cue ball at the 12 too.
Yeah.
She's gonna bank this. Yep. Makes it. Wow. Well.
A little fire right there.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, she was able to clear her 12 ball a little bit. Still has a look at the 14.
She has angle. She could stun off of this, and then she could just use the 12 to come around. That 8 might pass the 1, too. So she has an option for playing it from that top section of the table there.
All right. Gives Maria a chance here now.
See about doing some with that. I kind of like cutting the 4 here. Get myself into that pack.
I mean, you could almost, if you get the speed right, you could almost get it around to where you're just shooting all those balls in the same pocket.
Yeah. Definitely what I try. I mean, that 1's out in the open, so I'm definitely not wanting to touch that.
Yeah, I'd leave that alone. I'd try to play the speed real good here to...
You don't need much to make that 4 either. She tried to play a sort of like a breakout shot there. Tied up the 3 ball.
Tied up that 14 ball also.
That's true. But played, I mean, if that stays and Deb gets another shot, that 14 goes off the 12. You don't necessarily leave yourself much.
You bank the 7 at the 12 right now and try to make it and play safe at the same time. And
I wouldn't play it too hard either.
no, not hard.
You know.
Just try to leave the cue ball kind of
In that area.
Yeah.
I kind of play it maybe just a touch jacked up, try to get onto the 6 there.
Look at this shot.
I mean, that'll work. That'll work too.
That's what you'd have played it, right?
Oh, totally. Absolutely. That's how they all play it, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that shot, so.
I mean, there's not much you can do with this other than make that 7.
Yeah.
Keep everything kind of tied up in that area.
Now, Maria, can't tell how steep that 3 ball is, but she has a chance to try to make that 3 ball. She has a chance to go after this 3 ball and break out her 2 ball right now.
She might be looking at the 5 though.
Yeah, or the 1. Yeah, she doesn't like that.
It's a steep angle
tough
on
one.
the
Yeah,
3.
it's super tough. I don't blame her. I mean, it's a difficult shot to want to shoot when you don't feel like things are going your way.
Absolutely. I don't know. I kind of play the 5 up towards the corner. Play some sort of like partial safety here. She looks like she's looking at the 6 to cut it in.
Yeah, I don't mind that actually, because if you make the ball,
That
building-
13 was that the 13? 14 is still tied up.
it is still tied up. Now, what you don't want to do here is you don't want to underhit this and then somehow bank it and break up those balls
Yeah.
because of an error.
I'd much rather overcut this. She plays it great too.
Wow, that's a, you know what? That's a
We'll
great
call
shot.
fire on that. That's a great shot right there. She can see the right side of that.
Yeah, she has
there.
a look at it, not a big one, but wow,
So you
turns
went to
that cue
bank
ball
it.
loose.
Saw her call the corner with as steep of a backwards angles that would have been weird, kind of a weird call. You know, I don't think it's had much of an opportunity of banking. I probably would have just thinned it and tried to keep the cue ball at the very bottom, ran on the rail, just make any long shots difficult.
All right, so this is a big opportunity for Maria here. She got a good look at this. Got a good look at this three ball.
Kind of leave the 6 in the pocket. I mean, that's kind of that's your duck that you need down the road. Great hit on the 8.
Yeah, I like what she did there. Yeah, I like just making this.
The 5 ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a little bit of preference to me. If you play the 2 ball, you kind of go at the 8, which could be okay. You just don't want to get behind it, right?
Yeah.
You gotta either rub it or hit it hard enough where you get some clearance. You have the 6 ball to fall back on, so you do have a pretty good.
She's going top, so she shouldn't really land near that 8 at all.
See, I would kind of play that at the 8 a little bit, just because.
Try to push it out of it.
Yeah, just get a little closer to the side. Maybe I'd be real careful how to do it, but
But I like that. That's definitely the thought, because if you can get that 8 a little nearer to that side pocket or a little more away from that rail.
Just easy. And I think Harry, I would just shoot the 5 and.
When we know that she likes her side pockets, so she could just play the 5 down and then try to come off the 6 for the 8 in the side.
Yeah, I think I like shooting the 5 here, because to me then you just kind of play the 6 ball, the 2 rails, and it goes. I think I'm still shooting that 8 ball at the side.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, yeah, you play just a little bit of rail first with that 6 to get that cue ball to come out towards the side pocket. It's perfect.
Nice shot. Okay, off the rail a little bit. All right.
This is a shot. I just play it aiming between the rail and the ball. Just let that cue ball come off the rail on the ball towards that. And you add a touch of left maybe to get it to run into that short rail and come out a little bit, so you're not stuck, on the rail with it. You're playing this super soft too. You're not having.
Yeah, this ball's gonna want to go pretty fast. That's pretty hard.
I think she's trying to get below it though.
Okay, so okay, all right.
Just wanted to go up in the corner, and it could be she just might be more comfortable with this shot going up in the corner. I mean,
it could be. You know what I mean? It could be exactly that. It could be that she didn't want to try to
go in the side that steep.
Well, she maybe just didn't feel comfortable about the speed, right? You try to hit it too soft, you don't feel like you can feel it. You know what I mean? Maybe she felt like she was more.
Which could be justified. I mean, she could have, if she hit it too soft, she could have landed by the 14.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of ways that could have gone bad. Or you get on the rail, you get yourself a weird back cut, or
have to kick at it or something like that. A lot of room on that pocket.
Nice shot, Maria. Okay.
She's now at that point where she's starting to relax in a little bit.
Yeah.
There's not the beginning of the match pressure,
Kind of adjusting a little bit.
She's given an opportunity, and she started to take a little more time with her shots. She was slowing down a little bit, so starting to build that, that rhythm with yourself. So that's something you have to do when you're down, right? You're down a few games, you can't just give up. You got to just slow down. You can always bring it back. Doesn't matter if it's winter break format or ultimate. So it's I think, in my opinion, it's one of the best ways you can kind of screw with your opponent a little bit. When you show you're not intimidated by being down, especially in matches like this, longer races. Looks like they're going to be sticking with the second ball break for foreseeable future. That's one of them tries to try that head ball break. Eight ball did try to go. A lot of good movement.
That was a pretty good break.
Yeah.
Just no balls went down. Stephanie's going for the red menace. Let's go. Got James Cooney looking at Deb. Let's go, Deb. Let's go, Maria.
Making this a good match so far.
Likes the stripes.
I think I'm only really seeing one set of problem balls right here. It's that one, was that the 110 right there? Kind of, they don't really
Yeah.
have much of a pocket. They're inhibiting each other. Not anymore though.
Deb saw the same problem and fixed it.
Good little solution right there. You know,
Oh, wow. This is
this could be. I mean, if you make, I'd probably be looking at making the 9 here. But if you make this 9,
yeah,
land right, you're out.
Yeah, it sure looks like it's a big opportunity for Deb to. Oh no.
Ooh.
Well, Maria has a chance here, so this is a big opportunity for Maria too. To me, you know what I mean. You have a good opening shot here. You have a
You have room to work.
yeah. Most
6
balls
ball,
are-
yeah. 6 ball goes in the side too, so.
Yeah, I mean, really, her issue I think is going to be the 2 ball, but
Where I mean, you get down just right. That 2 ball might, if that 3 ball's clear, that 2 ball might go on the side.
yeah,
Or if you come up off of the 4, it goes up in the corner, longer shot.
that's
But
tough. That's a tough way to play that ball. I don't think she got there.
I think she sees it in the corner.
Did you see it? Okay. I
Might be looking. It's tough to say.
Maybe take another look at it. Maybe it looks to me like that 11 ball maybe
So-
just got.
Just enough. Yeah, I think she looks like she's gonna be trying to cut that 5 in the side, kind of come down table, or no, if she can see the 1, she might be trying to drift out for the 5 a little bit. Yep, made that 1 just fine. Once she figures out something, or if she's already figured out something for that 2 ball, she could be out here. Yeah, something simple.
Yep.
She made the 1 pretty well on the side. I don't know if this is the angle she necessarily wanted with the 5, but pretty workable. Pretty workable. Just nippled right out. What's up, Stephanie? Tons of love right back at you. Got that back at the table playing simple shots, not trying to get too much. We've got a couple options here. She could go for the 15. She could go for the 9. Go for the 10 in the side. Looks like she's going for the 10 in the side. I don't like that. See if you can get drift down, take care of the 15-9, make that 13 your last ball. Drift right up that 8 goes straight in the side. Might be seeing a little bit of nerves there. Some of these misses. Maria's starting to catch up, so it could be a little, make it a little tough. Alright. Give yourself the 2 or the 6. The big question is, does that 5 go off of the 9 in some form into that corner? I don't think it does.
I don't think so.
It's a tough one.
And if it doesn't, I think you got to kind of look at that here.
You drift up, try to break it out a little bit with that 6 ball, but you can't really guarantee it goes somewhere that you want it.
I might go after the 6 here. Because you've got the 3 balls pretty available.
Yeah, it looks. I think it should go past the 10 into the side.
I like that.
There we go.
Slow down. All right, now she's got an opportunity to get after this 3. I don't know what's gonna happen with that 5 though.
Yeah,
I don't see. I mean, you can play it off the 8, but that's a super.
it's a risky shot.
Yeah.
My thing is still kind of the 2 as well. Like that the 2 and the 5. Well, the 2 has a spot. There's not. I don't think there's much of a way to get to it from here. You're gonna have to land on one of these balls pretty well. Makes the 3 pretty darn well. Nudges the 5 again. No real way to play safe. This is one of those moments where you gotta find a way to get your opponent stuck in a very undesirable position. With only 2 of your balls left on the table, there's not much you can do. Your opponent has 2 balls in your pockets. Got this combo that is possibly workable. There's distance between the balls, so you could possibly make that 10. So you gotta find a way to really get your opponent to a spot they don't want to be in. There's not a lot of that on the table. And try to push the 5 into the 9, pot the 9, and all that, which is what you might be looking at. See if you can leave the cue ball in a space where every shot's difficult. Yeah, we'll see what she goes with. Only time will tell. Went for the kick, almost makes it. Hangs it. That does take away a pocket. That does take away a pocket from Deb. We think here. Duck a ball, try to. You just missed her. Did you see that kick?
I did not.
So so Maria actually ended up hanging the 5 off of it. Pretty tough kick.
Ooh, and she left safe.
She might be able to squeak between that 10-13 to make the 5.
Might.
But the question is, how do you get to what do you do with the 2? Play it super soft and hope you get shape on the 2 into the corner.
What's the prize pots here, Chris? I'm not sure.
We're gonna have the 3-ball combo here.
3-ball combo.
That 2-15-5. I don't.
The 2 is gonna go away from the pocket.
Even if it doesn't, you could get stuck hanging the 15 and blocking it. Ooh, wow. No love off of that, and I don't think it goes off the 10.
What are you good for? Hold on, we might have him in here. No, we don't.
It's gonna matter if we just ran off with him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Count some stuff, you know.
Yeah, we don't have him written down, unfortunately. Not good for nothing. So if you cross side this, it goes.
It does. I don't like it though. That could be.
I mean, I don't like it either. But what else?
Yeah,
what else
you
are
cross
gonna
side wide. That's tough. She might be going for another kick. I mean, she almost made that last one. She could be going for the kick in the corner. I think she's going for the kick in the corner. The 13 might be in the way. I'm not so sure, but
I like the cross side. You just don't have to put speed on it.
at least Chris here said at least make something up.
All right, 300 million for third, 400 million
Fourth.
for fourth.
Yeah, I like that.
So the 4th place gets more.
Yeah, that's how the math always works
That's how
out.
it
4th
works
place
out.
always gets more. Bigger number, you know.
Yeah. I should have the numbers written down here, but I don't. They were here last night. I got swept away in the finals.
All the commotion.
so.
Ooh.
Oh no! I'm wearing a wig next time. Oh. I don't know, Chris. I don't think people would be fooled still.
You know, Chris, I wouldn't necessarily pay to see that, but I would definitely watch you play in a wig.
I'd definitely jack up the Calcutta.
Oh, 100%. All day long.
Yeah.
Pretty simple out right here.
So last night, did it get to 7-2 or was it 7-3?
The end score?
No,
Or the-
at one point I think it was 7-2 or 7-3, and then Danielle came with a pretty good comeback there for a while.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw it was 7-2, and then she
Yeah.
brought it up to
7-5.
yeah, 7-5. So, and then she just had, I think it was an unfortunate miss, and Mandy had an open table, and Mandy, granted, it wasn't necessarily fully an easy out, but it wasn't a difficult out. Yep.
7-2 finals 8-5. Yep, I knew Chris would know.
Well, Deb
6-2.
6-2, keeping that lead. She got up to a 4-0 lead and kind of kept that four rack lead so far on Maria.
Thank you, Stephanie. 8-5.
8-5.
We're rooting for Hill here. Always.
We know Maria can do it. She's done it before. She's starting to build a little bit of a rhythm too.
I agree.
You know, just a couple spots like that spot.
Okay.
Not really much you could do.
Now here we'll see if she takes a little bit of speed off and worries more about the contact with that 10 ball, which she did.
Four in the side. Look at that.
Yeah.
She got rewarded for it with the ball. Not much of an opening shot, but she can see stripes.
She can see stripes.
And I like stripes here. I mean, every stripe is makeable. That 9 is a little close to the 6, but it could go off the 5.
How steep is that 12 ball?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's steep.
I'm shooting down table
Yeah.
at the 13.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I'd say with stripes, the only tough one really, in all reality, is that 9 ball. I think there's enough of a gap that it could go, but I'd probably be shooting it off the 5.
Fair enough.
Other than that, trick is just getting down with the 12 as well. But
Well, if you do what you say and go off the 5,
it
you're
opens
going to
up.
automatically have a shot on the 12 if you hit it with a good slow pace.
Yeah. Definitely got to get that 5 out of there.
Okay, so which one did she call here? 13. Okay, she called 13.
You have to hit it with much, too. Leave yourself a couple
You definitely
options.
don't want to hit it with speed. It might compress off the rail. And
Yeah. Like that.
yep, exactly what happened there. Okay, Maria.
Kind
Look at this. Look
yeah.
where she's got to. Look at this first shot. Is
Straight up into the corner. She could
be able
roll
to
forward for the 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if she gets kind of just past that line, she could break out the 9 with the 12, pushing that 5 out. Now, granted, I don't like
Ooh,
that
and
10
she's
11
well
anymore.
into this 15. Okay. Good shot. So I think she's coming away from the 5-6-9.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
moving. She's not going to be towards it, but she's moving in the direction of the 3, a little past it.
Yeah.
So 9 doesn't have anything good from that side. So you might I actually kind of foresee possibly a safety, playing towards the safety, because if I make this ball, it's the last ball I want to make for a little while. I want to still be able to play some safes, play some defense, have some options.
She stroked it real good.
Doesn't
No
get
love.
much out of it though.
No love. Oh, she struck that good too.
You can still make the 9 off the 5 though. Well, if she's trying to make it off the 6 in the other corner.
Tell you what, that is a very aggressive shot. I don't hate it, but
I personally do like trying to make the 9 off the 5 still, because you can use a
mean,
little bit of draw.
why
bring that
not
cue
just
back
spin
down,
off
so.
the 9 and try to come between the 1 and 2 and just leave the cue ball
Play
up on
safe.
the rail? Yeah, just distance.
As I was talking about a moment ago, and then I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yep, Hacker right at 7-2. Danielle just really came alive. She started, putting more of that effort in, putting more of that thought process in.
Ooh.
Got real strategic with it.
She was so close. That was a good shot if she
Yeah.
would have made it.
Doesn't leave much either.
No.
That's your benefit right there. Now you've got a duck, right? You got a duck hanging in that corner pocket right there you can use.
And I'll tell you what, you can thin off this 6, make that 9. You've got blockers. But she's making the 6 into the 9.
Yeah, she's going for the 3, yeah. She's going for the bank shot. Hangs it.
And leaves just the 9 ball, I think.
Yeah. You can't do much with anything else. Deb owns that pocket now. I mean, that 3's deep. So there's a chance it could be followed in.
I kind of like coming off the 11 and just making the 3 here.
Yeah.
That 2 ball's awkward enough where I'm not too concerned. Just don't double click and push out past the 3.
Yeah.
That's a very real problem here, I think.
You gotta hit this with the right speed too. You don't want that. You don't want to hit it too straight and have that cue ball following the 3 into the
I
pocket.
agree. Yeah, with that 11 might be a little bit
I mean,
too difficult.
the other option is, and it's a very, very finesse shot, is you go through and you just barely tap that 11 and try to push that cue ball with the 11 behind the 10.
Okay,
and still leave it
She
blocked.
called a ball in the corner. She's trying to
I think she's
cut
trying
this
to bank.
15
She's
to
trying
the rail and back down.
play a little one pocket bank right here.
Man, I'll tell you.
That's tough right there.
Yeah, and Deb's not guaranteed to get out here because this 10-11 plays very odd.
So that was I think Deb Salas here actually.
Oh, she's solid.
Yeah.
Oh, then this is
Right.
very.
Maria was trying to hit that 15. It looked like, if I'm not
Then
mistaken.
I'm getting this 6 and 5 out of there before I do anything else.
Yep.
After that, everything is pretty much just connect the dots your own way.
Yeah. Just find your way around the table. Follow us up a little bit. Oh, no draw.
She left herself on the rail. This could get weird. I like just rolling forward. You've got the 2 on the side.
Yeah. Either rolling forward or just yet again patience game, play another safety.
Yeah.
I mean, you could roll that 7 down towards the corner and try to leave the cue ball by the corner pocket, and then you wouldn't have much coming off with that 10-11 be blocked. But I think she's going with your option here, cut it in.
Yeah, she tried to force it to make sure she didn't get stuck behind the 8. You were going to get stuck behind that 8 if you made it there.
I don't know, a little thinner, yeah. But the speed difference, you can counteract that with speed.
Yeah.
Spin.
I would have just rolled it.
Yeah. Because worst case, you could always leave yourself the 3.
Yes.
Got that in the pocket.
Agreed. I think Maria's going to play a good safety here. Oh.
And she called it. Which could really work out. I mean, she can cut this 13 in and
With
go
draw,
after the 11.
pure draw.
I think you can do this with top.
You can't.
Center, top or center,
You can. I'm trying to get past the 11 ball. I'm not trying to touch it at all.
I don't want to go straight into the 11 for sure. I want to hit it with some semblance of angle.
All right, so Maria's got her cool little bridge.
One of these little fancy bridges.
Yeah.
This one's always fascinated me,
Yeah.
See, just like that top spin. Trouble is, I mean, that 11 went a little fast towards the long rail. You're not left with really much. I mean, you could definitely try to cut or bank that 11 in. But getting shape on either of these other balls, I would have to take the bank on the 11 and hope I get something good to get back down table off the 9 for the 10.
Yeah, I wonder what she's going to do here. I mean, you can always go off the rail, make the 9. Looks like you're coming past the 8. You could even get to the 10, honestly.
Yeah.
With speed, you make this 9, you could come right at that first diamond at the bottom right.
I mean, I'm personally looking at a defense shot here. It seems a little odd because offensive is definitely something you can play here. I think, definitely trying to go for that rail first here. Soft, try to get over for the 11 to follow down for the 10.
She hit it
5,
thick.
that works really well.
That works super good.
My defense would have been just pushing the 10 up and leaving the cue ball right down here.
Yeah.
Your opponent won't really have any easy ball to pocket, and you have balls all over the place, so you don't really have. Your opponent doesn't really have anywhere to hide behind.
But I think now that you've taken the 9 out of play, you kind of have to.
You have to run
You
out
have
here.
to run out here. Okay, I don't think she would have liked that anyways, because she would have been straight in on the 10.
Yep. You'd have really had to work something to get back to the 8. Although if you're good with the long shots, you just draw it back a little bit.
I agree.
I mean,
Okay, Deb's got the 7 in the side here. You can just come back out the rail, play the 2. The 1 plays in the corner of table.
5 plays in the corner as well.
Yes, it does.
I think she's going with your option here. That's 7 in the side. Leaves you a lot more options for sure.
Oh, wow,
Gotta
that was
make it, though.
surprising. Okay, this is a great opportunity for Maria here.
Get another rack, yeah. I mean, you definitely have to get.
This
you have
is
to play
one where
this right.
people want to hit off the rail with spin.
Just drift
Don't.
down. Cheat the pocket a little bit, drift down.
Yes.
I mean, I like to, if I'm cheating the pocket a little bit and drifting down with a little bit of draw, I like to put a touch of outside on it, get it to run down a little bit.
Yes.
You don't even have to play with a
See,
lot.
that is the shot.
But it works. You get stuck with a little bit of angle, but that 8-ball, looking at that 8-ball currently has 4 pockets.
I think she can just
3
use
ones you'd like, but
touch of top right. Just come right. That second diamond.
move around just a little bit.
Okay, she tried to go 1 rail, and this could get weird.
Yep, she does not like where she landed.
Well, she's got a very steep back cut. I think it's her only shot.
Which is risky because I don't know if that 2 ball's blocking the side pocket or not, or if it makes that side pocket huge.
Man, I mean, this
I
is
think
not even a
she-
shot I would attempt to make. I don't
She's
think.
I think she's trying to force that 2 into the pocket and leave the cue ball down table. She's looking at the back cut here.
Actually, where she's lining up that back cut, she's going to hit below the side pocket. Yeah. She would be fine. I'll tell you what, that's not a shot I'd want to shoot.
No, gosh, no. I would have played a little bit of slight top left, come up behind the 1 instead of going forward on it on
Yeah,
that last
that's fine
shot.
too.
But
Yep.
that 8-ball has more pockets on that side of the table, so that's the side of the table I don't want to be on. But now that you're on that side of the table,
I just
you
hate
gotta.
coming 1 rail at things like that. I'm always going off the second rail towards the ball. Okay. Okay. And look. What was that?
Something with touchdown. What is this?
I see a C. That might be the Cincinnati, right?
Yeah. Although I think it was what is that WCH? I mean,
Oh,
all I know
Chicago.
about football here is I don't know much about football. I just know yay sports.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Great
what
little
she did
shot.
here.
That's your opening shot. Super easy. I mean, I would probably shoot the 5 here, come back down, shoot the 7, then use the 1 as my final ball.
Yeah.
But-
Either's fine, but I would
You
too.
have options.
Yeah, I would too.
It's 8-ball. You have a bunch of different ways you can run this out.
I can just see myself getting thin on the 5 though, and then now I've got to work like 4 rails around to get to the 8 again.
Well, this one, I mean, looks like she has some angle going up. I'm shooting the one with top right here. You know, she's going for the 5 to cut, just having that cue ball come around to maybe 3 rails if it comes back over to this side. But this is why I don't like that shot: is you get stuck all the way down table. You know, if you shot the 1 top right, it forces it into the rail, comes out, and you shoot it maybe right over lag speed. You
you got
kind
to
of
slow roll this too.
Yes. Which you have to be careful with because there could be table roll. Played it perfect, though. Absolutely beautiful.
And she played it to the thick side of the pocket. That was a good shot.
Yeah, that's how you want to play that.
7-2.
Deb is on the hill. I mean, this is where we saw the match yesterday.
Flip,
7-2.
right?
So we could see Maria really hunker down right here. See about pulling it out.
Oh, that'd be epic.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's
what...
5 in a row here. That's what I want.
100%.
5 in a row.
I mean, to start, all she's really got to do is get it up to 7, right? 7,
Yes.
7, hill, and then she can
Then you
overtime.
basically consider it a restart.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And then it just becomes a race to win by 2 at that point.
Tell you what, Deb played that really nice.
Really well. And that's one of those things you got to play. I mean, that is a great shot. She can make balls from almost anywhere on the table. You know? Your shape doesn't have to be perfect if you can make the ball from anywhere.
So the break has not been friendly to her recently.
She maybe slows down on this one. There we go.
Actually, she hit it much better, but did not make a ball.
Fortunately, yeah. Fortunately, no ball. But she took that speed back off, and she hit pretty well on that second ball right there. So good
Well, I
energy,
like
good amount of energy going into the rack.
Stripes all day.
Yeah.
3-ball combo to start. Because that 10, as long as you get to the right side of the table, I think it definitely goes, right? Or am I fooling
That 10
myself?
gives you a couple options.
Oh,
it might
it's
be a
tougher
little
than it
tough, yeah.
But the 12 goes.
Oh, look at this. Looking at solids. I don't mind this either.
I don't mind it at all.
That 2-ball is a touch weird. I mean, you got to find some solution to it.
Here's the
So-
question: can you come and just stop shot off the 6 here? No, you cannot. Okay, so that 2-ball.
That 2-ball's your, yeah. I would have wanted to hold up just a little bit because I want to find a way to get angle on this 6 to break that 2 out.
Looks like she can't even see the 6. I'm looking down at the table.
A little blocked, maybe. Going for the 7.
I like the speed.
This might be where you, if you feel like shooting this 4 all the way down, this might be where you get that angle on the 6. Or finding another way to come around for it.
The angle off the 6 into the 2 is, man.
Preferable. Although, if she only comes out just a little bit, she could find a way to come around 1 or 2 rails with the 3 into that 2-ball. I don't necessarily like it as
She
much.
piered it. That was a great shot. Look at this. She can make the 6 now, come off the rail, and I think she's coming right at that 12 ball.
It's tough though. I
Right
mean, you gotta load it up though.
But you don't need to hit it. You don't need to hit it super hard, right?
Yeah.
You're just clipping because you got the 3 ball and the 1 ball, so you just want to clip the 12 ball.
Look at that. Oof. Kind of stuck up on the 2 now, but the question, if there's a gap there, it might be makeable in the side.
Look at this.
Let's see, look at the those.
No, it's not.
Those might be frozen.
Yeah, definitely not makeable. But Maria did take a Piazza's kicking clinic recently. Reach out to Patrick Roy to sign up for that. She did nail a sick kick earlier.
Absolutely gorgeous, and she had another, I think, 2 kicks.
Did she?
Yeah, one that was extremely close to the rail, and she rattled the ball in the pocket. She rattled the ball in the pocket. It was amazing to watch. Super smooth and granted, it was a very high-paced shot when she shot it, but she was trying to get that cue ball out of there because she had to worry about the 2 as well. Now, personally, I wouldn't necessarily be kicking at this.
No, because
there'd
I
be-
want to
yeah.
just use the fact that if the 2 and the cue ball are welded, I might kick.
Yeah.
Because I know I already have a guaranteed no ball in hand. But
going for that 3,
She-
I mean, not
look at
far
this.
off.
Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh.
Oh, no. I thought for sure she was going to hold it there.
She had one earlier on the other side that
Yeah,
held
yeah,
up,
yeah.
but great speed to kind of
All
get
right,
it to hold
I
in
think
that
you're
area.
going to see Deb come to the bottom of the table here.
Take care of that 10 ball for sure.
Well, if
is
you
my
do that,
first.
I mean, geez, what else do you got that's a problem? You know?
You got a wired combo that you can use to break itself out as soon as you hit it.
Yep.
You know,
The 9's not going to move.
I'm solving my 10-12 right here. I would just be playing a stop shot and just then coming off with some angle for the 12.
Yeah, because I
You
mean,
know?
where the 15 is, you don't have to do a lot here.
Yeah. I'm just going to be walking myself all the way up to the top of the table. I'm going to be taking care of everything down here just because, I don't want any of my work to be down here with the 8 hanging over the side. If I can get all my balls done in that area and then stay in that area.
Yep.
Because as long as one of these balls here is one of your last balls, right, you can find a way to stay up in this area for the 8 right there in the side.
And you got options on the 8, right?
Oh,
No
absolutely.
matter what.
If you get angle, you can go down. That 8 has, looking at it from what I can just basically see, it has a look into 5 out of 6 pockets.
I've been trying to learn more about Bartolé ball, and one of the things that comes up in all these instructional videos and these little lessons that I've been reading is playing zones. So taking balls out in a zone before you move on to the next zone. Unless you absolutely have to do something else.
And with this one, with that ball in hand, the zone that you're looking at is split right along this line.
Yes.
There's nothing left in this zone here,
Yep.
right? And that's what I was talking about. You want to keep your final zone. The balls I want to finish up are now in this quarter of the table.
Exactly, right? You're playing your zone.
And I'll be able to use, overall, not just this quarter of the table, I'll be able to use this entire top of the table here.
Did she see the 11? Boy, if
Believe
she
so.
can, this could be an easy rack.
Yeah.
Boy, that speed, though, I don't understand. I don't.
Oh, and
I don't understand. It's okay. She can come off the rail and hit the 9.
Yeah.
And that 14's going no matter what.
unless she can just straight see it here. She can.
I would
That's risky.
came off the rail for that. I want to hit the top of that ball for sure.
If you hit it like that, you've got to hit it with more speed.
See, I think that 11, she could have just rolled it.
So the
Nice
way
with
she
speed.
shot that, if she wanted to shoot it like that, I would have personally said more speed. You could have also hit it softer and froze the 9 to the rail and left yourself some weird shot.
Well, I mean,
on
with the
the
speed,
13,
you're going
but-
towards the 138. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
It's definitely tough.
Look at this.
She's
What kind
going
of
for the
safety
cut.
can she play? Oh, she
Oh,
going
she.
for the,
I believe if I saw it right, she called. Yep, right down here. You can
Oh my
see
gosh,
that.
look at this.
Look at that. Right.
look
for this,
at this.
Right into the pocket. I like
she
that.
Get the block on the.
I think the focus. The
Okay,
focus
she's
there
in
was
line.
for sure. The focus there was for sure
Cue
to
ball.
was all cue ball.
Yeah.
Like you call it just in case by some magical happenstance that ball just doesn't stop rolling.
Agreed.
You
Yeah.
know? But that you're right, it was all in the cue ball. And while I was out in Kentucky, there was this guy I played who, after we had played, he was talking to some other player. He's a grandmaster according to Napa rating, and he was talking about safeties. The idea of, are you trying to get the object ball to a spot and the cue ball to an area, or are you trying to get the cue ball to a spot and the object ball to an area, right? That is a tough miss. I've seen in this last little section, Maria's been having a little bit of trouble with the side pockets.
Well, you notice that she hasn't been going. She did adjust though. She hasn't
Yeah.
been going for him nearly as much, which is smart, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, so this player was by the name of Josh. Really cool guy, really cool player. And he was talking about he would much rather get the cue ball to a spot and the object ball to an area. Right? Because if you can get that cue ball to a spot, especially a spot frozen up against a ball,
Oh my god, what a shot!
look at this. How does she land?
Oh my god, I have to give a little fire for that.
Yeah.
On the hill, that
Left with a touch of angle. You try to kind of just roll up to the pocket
I
a
think
little
you
bit.
just roll up.
Yeah.
Take your medicine on the 8. I mean, it's for the win, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting off the rail though for sure.
I mean, I'm comfortable shooting this
Okay,
on the
now
rail.
what is that?
That's speed though, but she still calls it. I mean, you said that's an instant call. She believes in the ability to cut. You play this as an all or nothing shot. You didn't get exactly where you want, but you know that you miss this ball. You're not necessarily getting guaranteed a loss.
Oh my god! Oh my
Fire
god.
right there for the
Oh
win.
my god!
Look at that. That one right there.
Fire.
That's
Leave it
fire.
For a second.
We're gonna
Wow.
leave that and gonna
Deb May, third
for the
place
win.
with an epic 8-ball shot for the win. Wow.
Amazing right there. That look at that confidence too. She just made the ball. I don't even necessarily think she was so worried about getting to the rail. Right?
I couldn't believe that shot.
Just enough that she could get within range of cutting that ball into the corner. That is beautiful. right there. Man, that is definitely one heck of a way to end this match right there. And while it was a wide score, I mean 8-2, right? That is a pretty big score difference right there at the end. I would say honestly, Maria didn't go down without a fight.
No, she did not.
She really put up a good fight.
I agree.
I would say that Dad didn't give her in the beginning and maybe a bit towards the end, didn't give her much of a chance to build a stroke, and that kind of did get into a tough position with having to be able to run out.
When you don't see
But it's that
table
pressure.
much, the pressure just mounts,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sorry, I have to do some
Okay.
admin stuff for this tournament.
Good old admin stuff.
Yeah.
I know that. It's one heck of a way to end there.
Congrats to both Deb and Maria. They played great in this tournament.
I mean, making it to top 4 is not easy. They had to go through some tough players. We had a lot of tough players in this tournament. Pretty big field to get through. Pretty tough field, just in
Oh,
reality.
man.
Going back and watch, like I'm going to be going back rewatching some of those matches. Right, there's a lot of amazing matches and amazing play styles we see watching this.
And you know the next one, I'm sure you saw the post. Jack and Jill 1050 Fargo.
That's going to be wild.
That's going to be on Sundays,
Yeah.
which I think is much better.
Oh, absolutely. I just like what we're doing here at Piazza is, having some good weekend, long-term, big tournaments, right? We get to be able to show off all of our players' skills and,
Yep.
give them a chance to kind of compete against each other and show what they're truly made of. Because, you play in league, that's one thing, it's league play. You play these just random weekend tournaments that last for 24 hours. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
You pit up for something that is this high of a payout, it's a whole different type of pressure, right?
So, especially you put, $300 entry, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a huge amount of pressure.
Yeah. And it's something that, like, you look at what we're running right now. We're running that, Friday Night Fight series, the Saturday Night SmackDown series. Now that they're going to be looking at that Jack and Jill on Sundays.
Yep.
And what we've been seeing has been a slight uptick in those Monday matchups, right?
Yes.
Definitely want to see more of those. So if anybody wants to play matches, right, find somebody you want to compete against. See about doing a stream match on Mondays. I did one, month and a
With
half?
Roland.
Yeah, with Roland there.
Yeah.
That was a weird one too, right? Like I was definitely feeling the pressure. Spotting him 2 games on the wire in a race to 11.
There will be no Monday one this week.
Yeah.
Because we're tearing apart the stream.
Tearing apart the stream?
Yes.
What's going on with that? What's happening there? What's the future look like?
We're gonna have different cameras. Better audio is questionable, but definitely better cameras, and better views. And we're gonna redo all the graphics and everything here. No more black on the screen. That's like one of the big goals. I hate all that black on the screen.
Yeah, a lot of dead space there.
A lot of dead space. We're not gonna have this double view anymore. No overhead and this one at the same time. Hard to keep them synced. No good.
Better to switch between them, honestly, I think.
Yep. Also, all the new cameras are PTZ cameras, so they have 360-degree view, so we can pan and zoom. And
Sweet. I'm gonna really like that.
Yep.
I like being able to see a little bit more outside the table.
So yeah, the idea will be instead of just being able to see the table like this, you'll be able to see a much wider view, so you can see the players.
Watch them prep.
One of the problems we have here is it's hard to see the players,
Yeah.
and you want to see the players.
You want to see their pre-shot routine, right? You want to
see it all.
Are they rushing themselves or are they taking their time?
Yep,
How are
yep.
they changing, right? Like look at any of these larger streams you see for any of the large worldwide or US events. They show the area around the table. You get to watch the player. Yeah,
Yep.
of course. And then in between while they're racking, you get to see the other player in their seat and see that are they feeling nervous?
Yep.
Are they feeling nonchalant? What's the whole deal there? What's going on? So
We're gonna have some replay. So
Oh, yeah.
that will come, Chris. It's just a device that does something like that is $500 to $600. So we don't have one yet, but it will be coming soon. And yes, we will. We will. In fact, all the things we're doing now is to enable that ability. It's the first step. because instead of having these cameras that are just all hooked together in software, the bugginess, everything's going to be hardware now. Eliminate a lot of these problems, and then also allow us to do the replay probably in 3 to 6 months. Probably the next Friday Night Fight series after this one, unless people want to donate $600. I'll buy one tomorrow, you know. But anyways, congrats to Deb and Maria. Let's go talk to them. I think we're going to end the stream here.
Yeah.
We're going to go congratulate them. Nice seeing everybody. The pay for third and fourth.
Not right now. It's kind of.
Let me see if I can.
Read the. No, those are.
We go ask real quick.
Yeah.
Chris is going to go ask. Give us a second, folks. Ask Moneybags Chris Breath. That's a good point. I was thinking Moneybags Chris Bierman, but. All right, folks. So they're not going to give us that information. So, yeah, that was a killer view. You're right. We'll have a lot more views like that. So anyways, folks, we're not going to be able to get those totals right now. So we'll talk to you.